It's early evening, 22nd of May, still Saturday. So I'm doing Sandra's laundry at the moment, and I thought I'd go into the walled garden. I haven't been there in, wow, gosh, I think weeks. So it's always good to record what plants we have for when we actually restore it. I see we have a rose, and I'm not sure what kind of bush that is. It's very pretty. And I apologize for what must be a boring, tedious video. But they say diary keeping and blogging is good therapy, so I imagine the same could be said for a video blog. Whether I post this or not remains to be seen, but for now, we'll take a little wander as we go through the entrance. It's really overgrown. I had this cut short back quite a lot with the help of my dear stepmom, Maggie. And I haven't been able to get in here to mow it much, nor has Steve. I'm actually afraid of snakes, so don't know how much I'm gonna go through here. But looks like we have some sort of, well, you'd almost say they were snowdrops, but it's on a bush. No idea what kind of plant that is. Maybe if somebody sees this, they'll know. But in the middle of it is a red rose bush. Well, that's very pretty, but looks like it needs to be cut back. That's our tulip tree, what I call a tulip tree. The English call magnolia. And there's our palm tree. And if I didn't know better, I'd say it was growing something. Dates? Some sort of seeds. I can't imagine it would be dates, because I would have thought there needed to be a female as well as a male palm tree for that, but I don't know anything about palm trees. This is one of our surviving peach trees. We had to cut it way back, and that seems to have brought it back to at least a bit of better health. And there's definitely something nesting up there in the palm tree, because a huge bird just left. And then behind the palm tree we have this huge magnolia tree. This past winter it had very large buds, blossoms, or buds for blossoms on it. And it looked like, just taking a peek at the buds, that the blossoms were going to be this crimson red, which I've never actually seen on a magnolia tree. But it never actually, the buds never opened, and we never had any blooms, and it looks like they've all dropped down to the ground. This tree here with the little squiggly leaves, or branches rather, I'm told is a witch hazel tree. Unfortunately, it's a dead witch hazel tree, and it's going to have to come down, which is a shame because it's rather pretty, but it's most definitely dead. Behind it we have a birch tree, and I'm kind of afraid to go over there because that's high grass. We've cut back actually quite a lot of brush and trees and such in here, and great, I think I just walked through some nettle because my legs are now stinging. That's par for the course. So much for therapy. Anyway, this is the cleared area through here. Stephen has actually done quite a lot of work in here since I last looked. This is where we're thinking about putting the swimming pool. We've debated back and forth on where to put the pool. But one of the French laws is you have to have the pool enclosed, and since the walled garden is, by definition, enclosed, that might be a nice area to put a pool, and then, you know, we would landscape all this and obviously make it more secure. Over there is an opening where we know the neighbors' dogs have been coming through. Really, to be honest, not that much to see here. We've got a whole thing of bamboo, what we call black bamboo, and really very lovely, but I think that's going to have to go because it does spread like wildfire. And in the midst of that bamboo is a lovely lilac bush, which somehow we want to preserve. The fencing is part stone, which is very common building material in these parts, and then they have this oh so attractive wired fence, which Stephen and I would like to replace with wrought iron, and then the other wire fencing, which, as you can see, isn't actually a wall, will be replaced with some kind of either a stonemason and plaster wall or a brick wall, or a combination thereof. So that's the tour of the walled garden.